Bottom left Sheik, upper right Ito. You can tell by the Crypt Lord who's who. And Death Knight Harass is very much a Dark Ranger 2nd-esque play. Ghouls versus... This is Ted Fiends.
A player's forces are under attack.
The expansion is going to be attempted. Crept the Green first, I suppose, to have more summons. Want to avoid giving that Crypt Lord Impale if you can. Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's German Warcraft for you guys right there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so good. He's so good. You see that? He played around that trapper? That was incredible. Not even memeing. He's so good. Impale. Oh my god. Let's get this round. It would have been so perfect he got this round. Okay, the Acolyte did go down, which is kind of a bad loss, but... You don't want to ideally waste Impales. You need to guarantee surrounds with Impales. It is not Sleep. It is not Entangle. It is not Stormbolt. It is not Hex. Impale costs a lot of mana. You don't have very many of them. Look at the mana pool of the Crypt Lord. You only get one. You need to make it count. Okay, but he's wasting no time. Finish the creeping. Getting the expansion up. No last hits yet. The only experience he's gained is from... That's 2 Acolytes, right? Is that the only way this experience works like that? I think so. I think 2 Acolytes. I just didn't see the first. Tier 2 almost done, though, and we will no doubt have Dark Ranger, right? There it is. I will say, from Sheik's perspective, this is kind of fun to play. Until that Nerubian's up, then it's not fun at all. Third Fiend is here, bumping everything together. Did he do this positioning on purpose? He may have. Bumping everything together like that. I mean, he ate the Impale, but also reduced the surface area. He had enough coils to be sturdy. Gonna get 2 ghoul kills? No, not getting that ghoul. It's surrounding the DK, oh my god, but at what cost, I ask you? So far, just 1 ghoul. Going to be a TP. Oh my god. Sheik. Town portals, did he need to? Did he need to Town Portal? Has an Orc ever made it to the finals in a weekly cup? Soen did. Or was it Focus? I think it was Soen. Soen, in fact, won a weekly cup.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I think that was the only time. Unless Starbuck played only Orc? But no, an Orc player, I think, has only been in the finals once, and that was Soen during Rara Land. I don't think it's a matter of the races, it's just a matter of the actual players that sign up, you know? I mean, if Soen and Focus were signing up every week, like they have in the past for like Gara Cups and Zotac Cups, obviously, it'd be a much different story. Just so happens that we have Happy and Dice and Hawk signing up for nearly every cup, so they get to the finals all the time because they're the 3 best players. Ooh. Wait, one in negation. First time I've seen it in a competitive game, everybody. Let's go. Really good against Criplord, actually. Does this make Criplord just useless? Because don't you just stay on tier 2 and just run at your opponent with Fiend Statue Dark Ranger second with one in negation? Maybe not, he's going tier 3, so he's proven me wrong.
Town is under siege.
Death Knight's here. 40 supply.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, he has around 10 or 11 ghouls, right? Looks like 10 right now. Not the worst army, but against 4 Fiends and a Dark Ranger, it is going to be pretty terrible. Ooh, nice coil. Oh, he didn't get it? Oh, well, never mind. Thought he got it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Impale and coil. That one goes to Ito, but a very expensive mana. Oh, right. Maybe Hitman made it to the finals. Apparently Focus did as well, and Bazaar. But I do remember Hitman signing up once. Yes, maybe there's been a few. I thought it was only Soen, but if Focus has played, that makes sense. Hirsch Bimbo, thank you for the 78 months. How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Appreciate you. And this is kind of what Happy does too. He just gets his 2 statues, starts attacking the expansion, and never stops attacking the expansion. And the sustain is heavy. What he's supposed to do is Ito. Just hold on as long as he can. He's almost tier 3. He doesn't really have the strongest armor. He could start impaling just all the fiends just to delay the damage. He uses acolytes. No matter what, you just never trade effectively as the tripler player in this position. Statues sort of out heal the towers, and anytime you go in, you just take more damage than you give. Peak 56 supply. Actually, only use the one in negation once. If you got it earlier, like if it was a situation where you backpacked a run of negation immediately at tier 2 and had Dark Ranger and 3 Fiends, you could probably just kill the Crypt Lord player with that amount of units. Four towers, but none of them can save your Slaughterhouse. And with that, your Destroyer form might be denied, which isn't that big of a deal though, Destro form, now is it? All the statues evenly hurt for Ito. Flip Shaker. Impale again to try to get something done. Dark Ranger. Oh my god, is dead. But now the Death Knight. Now the TP swapped both Death Knights, in fact. Impale. Oh, wait a minute. Ito somehow yet again. Oh, the statue heal and the aura literally keeps the DK alive. Oh my god, I thought he was dead for sure. Ito, though. Somehow a miracle. Yet again. He should not be winning these games. But I think he is. Unless he overextends. Oh, he's not overextending now, is he? Out of nowhere. The Impale, I thought he was just trying to delay the inevitable with that Impale, but he literally gets the Dark Ranger kill and almost kills the Death Knight. Has to be careful not to overextend, though. He does not have Orb currently. He may be up 14 supply, but it is not showing. Sweet DK. Overextension does hurt quite a bit. Not to mention the hero levels. Level 3 Death Knight is a big advantage for Sheik to have. Just gonna keep creeping. This is the right follow-up. Just creep the center. Heal wards, not bad. In this sort of a game, at least. And Sheik he's up in supply, but his army isn't that big because look at the ghouls at home. 7 ghouls, that's 14 supply. That means he's actually at 53. Needs to pull those and get Frenzy if he wants to really win a fight. Alright, we're probably going to creep the entire map now. Get ready for it. We're going to be creeping until at least 16 minutes. Maybe 17. And the whole map's going to get crept out. Staff of Negation. Yes, that's correct, Frederick. That's what this item is. He actually bought another one. And Sheik is not continuing to creep. He's going to pressure the 4 towers. If I was Ito, I'd be lightning focused on this. Because of a Sapper possibility. One good Sapper connection could win Sheik the game. This goes down. Again, Ito has to pull the ghouls if he wants to win a fight, actually. Red camp. Pull drums. You gotta pull the ghouls, my dude. He doesn't have Frenzy either, but this is too many ghouls to not be fighting with. Pull the ghouls, send them from behind, and fight with an Impale. There we go. Yes. Still a very winnable fight for either player, really. I would even give Sheik the advantage. Depends on the towers, though. How involved are the towers? It's going down. And he just backs away. I love it. Although the ghouls get caught out. But still, I love the fact he goes in, impales, kills 2 fiends, and then just backs to his towers. Oh, but the Destro gets caught. It was a mechanical error, not a brain error. That was. Another Destro dead for free. But often players, when they have the defensive advantage of having a bunch of towers, they'll overextend outside the range of their towers. Ito didn't do that, but then lost a bunch of units. Still, and the Death Knight wasn't able to pass the potion. Supply remains, though. Still has the orb, but no coil and no auras at all to speak of. Oh, Dark Ranger. Impale. Should be dead. Is dead. Level 3 on the Lich. Oh my god. And now the Lich. Oh no, but these towers are doing so much. At least 3 of them have been attacking the entire time. Where's the DPS counter on the towers? Although Sheik is ahead in supply now. Ito's just barely holding on. He's going to kill the Lich. He's got a Nova. The coil. Oh my god. That coil was... He just had enough mana for it. Back in range of the towers, though. Death Knight back in 20 seconds. Dark Ranger back in 80. On negation there. Oh, the Impale. Strangely used. Ito's not really mining here any longer. Ate a Fiend, but for no Nova. And I think Sheik has got this one now. Close. Ito is so close to making it work. But just a double destroyer, 4 ghoul loss at the start of the fight was too much. I don't know why you need destroyers at all, really. Just spam fiends, get a couple A-bombs, maybe even banshees. Destroyers, though, I don't see the point from Ito's perspective. Expansion remains with 3 acolytes. Main base is, by the way, about 4 minutes of mining. 3 minutes of mining, actually. These 4 towers have done a lot. You might say 4 is excessive, but in the case of this game... Oh, Sapper. Big Sapper. That's the Nerubian. Not the Spirit Tower, though. There's an overextension, perhaps. There's a Nova. No dust purchased. Crippler. Ito barely holding on. I don't know if it's enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think it does, Sushi. Main bases. 2 minutes. At 21 minutes. He will no longer have resources, but he can just expand. He's got map control to expo. He could expo right now if he wanted. He could have expoed minutes ago. Like, even right now, he's got enough resources to have already built the gold mine. 1 fiend, and you have a gold mine being built. At least you have, oops, at least you have a follow-up plan. Somehow, Ito's games always make it to the 20-minute mark. And Ito, this is smart. He thinks that behind this Sheik is expanded, so Ito's trying to make some space for himself, but there's no expansion. Double sappers. Oh, Fiend, is it going to see the sappers? He could kill one of them with the towers quite easily. Doesn't notice the first. Does he notice the second? Nope. That's all the towers done, and that's this game done as well, I'm afraid. There's no way. There's no way. Ito's going to try to hit and run a little bit, but look at the supply, look at the heroes. It's still not even level 3, but he will be in a sec. Imagine if this ends in a base race. There is no TP. This is technically a base race right now, although Ito has the choice to town portal if he wants it. But I don't think he's going to take it, right? Ito can't TP. He needs to take the base trade. Gold mine's about to run out. 200 gold here. 290 gold here. Expansion coming up, and we're base racing. Best of 1, best of 3 here. This is quite the game. He is town portaling. I feel like that's a mistake. You're town portaling for 170 gold. Yeah, that was a mistake. Lich dead. And he just got an expansion coming up. Or Sheik has an expansion coming up behind this. He didn't need to town portal. He didn't need to do this. And Sheik will get the 1-0. But it is only 1-0. It's a best of 3. Sealed Hill seems like it'll be map number 2. And if he had even stayed in the base of Sheik, who knows, it probably would have still ended with Sheik winning. But there would have been more of a chance, don't you think? That was a fun game. But unlike Orc Mirrors, Undead Mirrors seem to always go to about the 20-minute mark. Orc Mirrors seem to always end at the 12-minute mark. Human Mirrors either go to the 5-minute mark or the 25-minute mark. Night Elf is a little bit like that too. Less so the 5-minute mark though. Just waiting for Flo to catch up. Winner of this, by the way, will be playing Hawk. Oh, yeah, update the overlay as well. My bad. Or the stream title, rather. What I meant to say. And Dice is playing Razor Moon in the semifinals. Another series I would like to watch, but we're in it now, everybody. We are in it now. Loading in. And Sheik versus Ito, game number 2. Can you believe it? Think of how far we've come today, everybody. It's 2 short hours. For right, Sheik, bottom left, Ito. Will it be the Crypt Lordio again, or will we have switcheroo? Interestingly, no Lich first from either player. Yet. It's Ted Fiends from Sheik again, so Death Knight it will be. And the Crypt Lord, we can already see Lich! Oh, never mind. I thought it was Ted Fiends, but it was just ghouls with a scout. My bad. There it is. There's a second sig. Okay, ghouls. Is Lich or Death Knight better against the Crypt Lord? I'd have to say Lich, right? There's a reason why Happy goes Lich no matter what in Undead Ditto. Now isn't there? On Concealed Hill especially, it's going to be very hard to expand with the Crypt Lord, as we saw earlier. Universe inspired. But get these right. Yeah, it is going to be the Crypt Lord for Ito. Thought I had my players backwards for a second. I was like, wait, what's going on? No. We are correct. Ito. Gonna go straight for the Expo. He's gonna creep the turtles first. Straight to the Expo. Lich, no doubt, will do the same. I always say I don't see how this is gonna work out well for Ito, but somehow he always takes a lot of damage and then pulls it back. Imagine his games when he doesn't take a lot of damage. Okay, playing it quite safe. Lich is here. The turtles we go. Only took 1 poison attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, but that's a dead ghoul. But if you use all your mana on ghouls, the Crypt Lord's gonna have a lot of space. Oh, but that's still 2 dead ghouls already. And the Acolyte, potentially. No, it doesn't auto-attack it. We'll get it.
A player's forces
Very
are
good
under attack.
for Sheik already. Attack coming in for Sheik. Graveyard immediately. games that just always start off with Ito being at a disadvantage. Maybe that's just Cryptlord life.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe that's just Cryptlord life. But especially when this Lich gets level 2 for Dark Ritual, it's going to be very, very tough. But, you know, he gets a ghoul. Somehow, some way. He's now attacking. A little bit behind, about 30 seconds behind in the tech, I would say. Around there. More ghouls being pulled. It's just going to be a fight for every creep at this stage.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god. Okay, good. He didn't start it. Oh, that's level 2. Cryptlord is also a ghoul kill away from having Impale, but that one gets denied. It's pretty much all summons. There's only 2 ghouls in here. It looks like a whole army, but it's only 2 ghouls. I'm healed up.
Player's forces are under attack.
Another ghoul. Not even denied. Oh, Impale, though. Does he want to use his mana? Not quite yet. That was another ghoul dead, by the way. Okay, denies the skeleton. We'll surround. This one will be denied by Dark Ritual. Yep. Another surround. Okay. And Impale, surround on the Lich. Wait a second. Oh, move the Cryptlord. Okay. He's going to fight his way out, though. Ambitious. Ambitious. If there was no Nova, though. You going to Impale the Ghoul? Creeps awoken. Gotta be careful with the Lich. You get into Impale territory. Ooh, nice ghoul save there. Somehow, I mean... Okay, they're both tier 2 now. Tier 3's on the way for Sheik. Ito has a lot of resources. A lot of resources. A lot of reasons. Okay, there's a tier 3. And Death Knight and a Fiend. But what I was saying is, you know, the Sheik had a big advantage initially. And then Ito gets some return kills. And before you know it, the supply's even. Yeah, Ito's macro slipped in a pretty big way. But if it didn't, it might be nearly even in terms of kills. Like, experience is pretty much going to be even after this game. The issue is that Lich is just a better first hero than Cryptlord. I'd love to see boots on the Cryptlord. In general, really, I feel like we haven't seen enough boots on the Cryptlord. Just being able to get those auto attacks on the Lich consistently. Makes a big difference. It's going to be level 3 in a second for that Lich. Like right here, get some auto attacks on that Lich, you know? Look how, you know, you get 4 or 5 auto attacks before you know that Lich is 1 Impale away from death. Just as I say that, Death Knight shows up for both. Gargs for Sheik. Realizing that he's always going to have the higher level Lich, and Lich is kind of the counter to Gargs. He's always going to win if it's air versus air. Don't mind that choice.
player's forces are under attack.
Ambitious creeping. Oh, the ghouls are pulled. Okay, makes sense. People just not upgrading Frenzy anymore? I guess his crypts are occupied, but no Frenzy? Is this a protest from undead players? Oh, ensnare and a boulder. This consumable can make or break this game, so it's worth fighting for. How big will the first impale be? Decent? Yeah, there we go. So far, Ito is winning this fight. Gargs come in. One gets ensnared. Web, no doubt, should be on the way. Look at the resources again for Ito. Just put down 2 boneyards at this point. Death Knight. Goes down. Okay, Web's done. And Fiends and Lich on the way. This resources will be spent quite quickly for Ito. He loses 2 Fiends. Could lose the 3rd to a Dark Ritual. Ritual's a low HP skeleton, though. We'll block on that Lich. Fiend will live due to that. The statue. Will it be as lucky? I think so. Ooh, nice web. Risks it with the Fiend, but he's gonna get at least a coil force due to it. Versus 33, but not enough anti-air currently.
A player's forces are under attack.
Selby Bass! There it is. Ooh, this consumable still up for grabs. After all that. But no doubt this is exactly where Sheik's going to go next, so will be a creep jack of some sort. It will be too late to stop the creeping. Roll the beast. Not going to make or break this game. No Destros, however. I'm even amazed Ito is researching Destroyer form right now. 2 Gargs for free? Oh, he doesn't take the Garg. Oh, Impale? Wait a second. No way. Oh my god. Okay, but loses every Fiend. Web right before it goes down. Should pass the orb to the Crypt Lord. Oh my god. Okay, TP's force. I was like, is this Lich dead? Oh, he doesn't get the Shrine. I need to move the DK slightly over, but Nova secures it. Ito finds a way. He loses a lot of units. But kills a couple Gargs, TP force, kills the Death Knight. Ito always finds a way to make it not a complete disaster. It's actually pretty impressive. So many situations you look at it, and it's like, if you were to pause the game, be like, okay, Ito's going to get destroyed. He's going to leave the game. He finds a way.
Are under attack.
She continues creeping. Death Knight's not here to get the experience, but level 5 Lich is not something to complain about. Now is it? I mean, I'm sure you guys would find a way, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Another Scroll of the Beast. Ugh. At this point, just sell both, don't you think? And maybe keep one, but like if you sell both, you get a lot of gold for that. People underestimate selling items before you break upkeep. I almost think, hear me out. How crazy is this? How crazy is this idea? You use items until you decide to break upkeep, and then you just sell everything. Like you build an extra production building. You use the items for the early game, the mid game, the before you break upkeep, and then you just sell like every item that's not essential. You know, like you keep the Pendant of Energy and the Greater Mana, but you sell like, you know, this like this medallion, you sell this, you sell both Scrolls of Beast, you know, you sell this ring,
A player's forces are under attack.
and you just get like 1,200 gold. And then you just break upkeep to 100 supply and go and push. I feel like people don't do that enough. People underestimate the value of items. Literally, the value of items when you sell them. Like, just sell, you know? Sell the boots Quell the Loss, sell every item on the Death Knight,
Player's forces
go to 80 supply. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm out of my mind. But the bigger the armies are, no doubt the less value items have. Except auras, right? But like, you know, having damage on your Lich is only good so long. And once you're at 100 supply versus 100 supply, is your Lich really doing that much? With his auto attacks? No, it's the units. That's the point I'm making, guys. It might be a crazy one, but it's an opinion. It's not even really an opinion, it's a thought. It's a thought experiment. Ito's winning this fight, but we'll see this level 5 Lich will just kill everything. It's looking like this level 5 Lich is just gonna kill everything. Right? Be careful. Ito will just focus heroes in this position. Gets back to the base. Still even supply. Like Carson, but this is crazy talk. It might be, but hey. I'm not saying sell the essentials. You know, maybe we can dial it back a little bit. You know. I'm just saying, you know, Hood of Cunning you don't necessarily need. Sell it and break upkeep. You know, Hood of Cunning.
player's forces
You
are
got like a Wand of Mana Stealing. Yeah, reset. Just sell sell every item you get. And trust me. So just play a game. Here, play a game on ladder. Creep the entire game and sell every item you get. Build an extra production building, like 3 lores. And then after you've crept like your half of the map, sell every item before you break upkeep. Break upkeep immediately to as high supply as you can get to, 100, and then just push. The one base 100 supply rush is what I call it. It's gonna be big. Death Knight is gonna be dead in a second. Ito finds a way, doesn't he? He always finds a way. Make the shirt, Ito. Make the shirt. Hashtag I find a way. Very motivational. He's just a motivational player, isn't he? He's showing us to never give up, no matter how bad it gets. Always hero focus. No matter how bad it gets. He's such an inspiration to everyone, I feel like. How many of us would have rage quit? In so many of the games we've seen Ito play today.
A player's forces are
How
under
many
attack.
of us would have just left? It's too many. Too many of us. Now imagine, hear me out, he sells every item other than the orb and the TP. Straight to 80. Sheik did make it easy for him countering Fiends with Gargs. I think Gargs were a weird choice. I mean, there is an argument as to why they make sense, but yeah. I mean, when you're behind, you get given opportunities, right? You don't get behind in a game and then come back in a game through your opponent making 0 mistakes, right? If you're behind in a game even slightly and your opponent makes no mistakes, you're always behind and then eventually you lose, right? That's why Happy's so good, because he never gives you that advantage once he never gives you that advantage back. Once you take a slight loss in the early game. He just keeps pushing it and pushing it and pushing it until you have to GG out. But Ito's opponents are giving him the opportunity. Supply remains even. Lich is still level 5 on Sheik's side. Do not underestimate that. And a Boneyard. I thought I did click on it earlier, but I didn't mention it now, did I? Comes out. Is it gonna get caught? Where's it rallied to? Okay.
Forces are under attack.
I don't think you want to mess with this worm right now. But he's got a TP. He's got a Scroll the Beast, and there's no Destroyer. Red Lord's back. Another Frostworm breaks upkeep. The fun undead ditto, isn't it? As far as they go, been pretty interesting this series. Ito is so dumb. He didn't sell all his items. No, he hasn't broken upkeep yet. You see, this is the whole philosophy: is that items are good the smaller the armies are. Therefore, when you decide to break upkeep, you sell every item, and you don't just break upkeep; you mega break. That's also, I'm coining that term, is a mega break. That's the strat. That's what it's called. It's called mega breaking. There we go. You can break upkeep or you can mega break. Sell everything and break upkeep with an extra production building. So you put down a second crypt. There's just 2 choices. It's just 2 choices reset. Two Frosties are indeed here, but the ward sees all. Someone's gonna do this, and I'm gonna lose my mind one day, okay? One's out again. Ito games go for so long, and I'm all in for it. Yeah, no Frenzy. Do undead players not research Frenzy anymore? This has to be a protest thing, right? It's not that bad that you just don't get it at all. I know there's no ghouls anymore, but there has been ghouls throughout the game. And there was ghouls on tier 3 still. Maybe it wasn't necessary this game. 60 versus 60. Worth noting the items at this point. Potions of Invulnerability, very important. 3 for Ito. Only 1 for Sheik, because this is going to no doubt come down to some heroes being lost or saved in this fight. Shouldn't he sold Altar before hitting upkeep? You are not taxed on unsummoning buildings from upkeep. Oh, Worm's positioning. Hard to say who is worse for. Scroll the Beast. I love that he didn't forget the Scroll the Beast. He used it pretty much immediately on everything. You guys got an ad? I'm sorry. Abomination, by the way, not doing great. But the 2 worms are going to make a big difference. Pale doesn't really... It hit Acolytes, didn't it? It's 48 out of 10 versus a 39 currently. Acolytes are killing Garrogs right now. Death Knight. Pressure. How do you deal with the worms, though? The worms are so good. Yeah, I'm sorry about the ad timing, guys. That was a very unfortunate ad timing. You just can't deal with the worms at this stage. It's Hero Wars, but there's 2 worms. Which level 6? I do want to see Sheik's base. Like, imagine if instead of this fight, Ito just hits the main, CPing out. But like, he unsummoned every Zig. He only has one Acolyte. And the altar's almost dead. Imagine he just hits the main base. He unsummoned everything. We need to coin a phrase for that as well, for when Undead decides to unsummon all their buildings in the late game, and instead of taking the fight, you just avoid it, and you just eliminate them, because they unsummon too much. Destruction, thank you for the 11 months. This adds can't wait. Yeah, that was really bad timing, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to go for hero focus, but death pack for Sheik. And the Lich goes down. Ito fought so hard, but in the end, there's 2 worms. And Sheik gets the 2-0, moves into the semifinals versus Hawk. Although, it was a very entertaining day from Ito, I will say.